Hey guys, this is Bharadwaj with Fonearena.com, and today I have the brand new Canvas Doodle 2 for unboxing. Yes, this is the just released Doodle 2 phone, which is priced above the Canvas 4 and is a successor to the original Canvas Doodle. It is also based pretty much on the Canvas 4 specs, so let's dive in and take a look. First, let's look at the box. The box, as you can see, is nothing special. This is like a very similar Micromax box from other devices, so nothing special like the Canvas 4. And as you can see, you have the specs here. It's 1.2 gigahertz quad-core processor, MediaTek MT6589. It has Android 4.2 Jelly Bean, much like the Canvas 4. Full touch form factor, 9.3 millimeters of thickness. It has a 5.7 inch HD IPS screen, just 720p, but still it should be good enough. Let's see. And other things like 12 MP AF camera, a megapixel lesser than the Canvas 4 with LED flash, and there's a 5 MP front facing camera, much like the Canvas 4. 16 gigabytes of internal storage and 1 gigabyte of RAM, again like the Canvas 4. It has a 2600 mAh battery and all the connectivity options here: Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. The standby time is rated at 220 hours. So let's open the box then. As you can see, it's fully wrapped. We got a retail unit really recently. Let's open the box now. So opening the box up, on the top you can see the device itself is the white version. There is also the black version, but we have the white version here. Wow, it feels really heavy at first. It's aluminum made phone, so nicely built, but man, ridiculously heavy this. But we'll put the phone aside and we'll take a look at the phone later, but let's take a look at the box contents first. You have a flip cover from Micromax. Weirdly designed flip cover. It has a Bluetooth symbol like logo on the top. It looks like a Bluetooth symbol from this angle, but yeah, there's a flip cover inside, and this straps on magnetically, unlike other flip covers, or maybe it doesn't. We will take a look at it once we open it up. And then you have the usual pamphlets, the Micromax, mymicromax.com, the SAR ratings, the user manual, and the capacitive stylus. The stylus does not come with the phone. It does not sit inside the phone, even though the phone is huge. This is actually a capacitive stylus and works with all the devices, not just the Canvas Doodle 2, but they have bundled it with this, so it is meant to use with the Doodle 2. There is no digitizer, just the capacitive touchscreen and the stylus. We'll take a look at that once again later. And here is the warranty statement, and nicely bundled are the accessories. You can see the accessories here, much like the Canvas 4. There is a flat cable for the micro USB. Zooming in a little bit, you can see that the flat cable is really nice. It does not tangle, and that's the advantage of the flat cable of the Micromax Canvas 4 as well as the Canvas Doodle 2, which is pretty nice. And then in the other box you have the flat cable earphones, in-ear headset with mic. Should work really well. We really like the Canvas 4's headset, so let's see how it is later. And then of course you have the power adapter, which connects to the USB and of course powers the device. So that's it for the box contents. You have nothing else in there. So here's the Canvas Doodle 2. Let's take a quick hardware walkthrough of the device. On the front you have a 5.7 inch HD IPS display, which is 1280 by 720 resolution, and over at the bottom of the display you have the 3 capacitive touch buttons. Let me zoom in a little bit. These are the capacitive touch buttons at the bottom: home, contextual menu, and back. These are pretty standard. Over at the top of the display, you have the earpiece, the 5 megapixel front facing camera, the ambient light, and the proximity sensors. Over at the right hand side, you have the power button, the only button on the side. As you can see, the side is also made of plastic, unlike the back, which we'll take a look at soon. And over at the left hand side, you have the volume rocker. And over at the top, you have the 3.5 mm jack, and you have a place to pry open the back cover, which you will see. And over at the bottom, you have the primary microphone and the micro USB port, which probably supports OTG. And over at the back, you can see that the build is completely aluminum here and plastic over at the top and the bottom, as you can see from the difference in the sounds. Over at the top left, you have the 12 megapixel camera, with a single LED flash. As you can see, it's written there, 12 megapixel. And very near to the camera is the secondary microphone for stereo audio recording during video. Here are 3 dots that we think is for docking functionality. Micromax logo here, Micromax branding there, and over at the bottom you have the loudspeaker, which looks to be tiny, but we hope it's good. So let's try to open up the back here. So the top part of the phone opens up and reveals the 3 important slots, or in fact only two important slots in the phone, which are the SIM card slots. This is a dual SIM phone, and hence you have 2 SIM card slots here. And both seem to be mini SIM instead of micro SIM. They seem to be large SIM slots, unlike the recent devices that have come with dual SIM in micro SIM formats. So we can't find a micro SD slot here, so the 16 GB of slot, and that's it. You don't have expandable storage, and that is evident with the absence of the micro SD card specifications on the box itself. So yes, you're stuck with 16 gigabytes of memory on the Canvas Doodle 2. So that was a quick hardware walkthrough. The battery is non-removable. It is of 2600 mAh capacity, so we can't do anything about it. Let's boot it up and see how it is. Alright, so that's the Canvas Doodle's UI. Pretty stock, very lightly skinned, pretty similar to what you can see in other Micromax devices. Pretty normal, I guess. A lot of pre-installed apps. You have Fruit Devil, Phone Clay, NFS Shift, and other useful apps like Sketch, which is probably the only capacitive stylus enabled app. Let's just start with a blank. Let's show you how the capacitive stylus works. As you can see, there is a bit of a lag between what I type, what I draw, and what it registers. There is a bit of a lag, but that's how the capacitive stylus works on the Micromax Canvas Doodle 2, which is pretty much similar to what you saw on the Micromax Canvas Doodle. By the way, the display looks really nice. The display works really well and has nice colors, nice saturation, nice viewing angles. Actually, really nice viewing angles. But the weight is something of a concern. It's really heavy and it's really bulky to handle in one hand. It's pretty huge too because of the 5.7-inch screen. But quickly jumping into the settings, you can see the Android version of this device, Android 4.2.1. And then you have all the Micromax specific features like smart gestures and blow to unlock with the M Unlock app. You have a lot of stuff like that. So we will take an in-depth look with gaming performance, benchmarks, and other things. But before we conclude, I just put the flip cover on And you might have seen me wondering what the Bluetooth styled flip cover was, but it's actually pretty useful. Let's see what it does. But before that, as you can see, this is not a magnetic cover, this is actually a flip cover, and the back is made of plastic, and it has cutouts for the camera, the docking connector, and the loudspeaker. So let's see what this does. The flip cover. So this can morph into a kickstand. Yep, that is the actual use of the flip cover on the Canvas Doodle 2. That's why it is shaped like the Bluetooth logo. As you can see, pretty neat implementation. As the device is huge and fat and heavy, it can actually happily sit on the flip cover without moving. And that's how you watch videos on the Canvas Doodle 2. But talking of the Canvas Doodle 2, you may have seen us mentioning the earlier predecessor, the Canvas Doodle. So a quick comparison with the Canvas Doodle here. So this is the size comparison of the Canvas Doodle and the Canvas Doodle 2. As you can see, not much difference. We'll slightly zoom out a bit and show you a bit up close. That's the difference in size between the Canvas Doodle 2 and the Canvas Doodle, the initial one. As you can see, not much of a difference. The Doodle 2 is of course taller than the Doodle 1, and the overall build quality is completely different. The Doodle 2 is made of aluminium on the back, and it's much more premium feeling than the Doodle 1 with its plastic back. So that's a quick comparison, and a similar comparison would be the Micromax Canvas 4. As you know, I may have repeatedly said that both the devices have very similar specs. The size comparison is obvious here, and the Doodle 2 is pretty huge, pretty massive in terms of size comparison. But that's about it for the unboxing and a quick hardware and software walkthrough of the Micromax Canvas Doodle 2. Do hit the like button if you like this video, and do subscribe to our channel for more videos like these. Do let us know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.